Oh, fuck.
We have
I
one
didn't
more
know
day.
that. We have one more, and we're almost done with the season in a way that's kind of crazy. We're very close.
Yeah. What it feels like, I was thinking, I was kind of going through like all the episodes and stuff. It's weird that we've been doing this since March.
Right.
And it feels like we just started doing it, and it's kind of crazy. Like, I went into this show, and when you pitched this idea, I was like, I've never seen it. This is really weird. Like, how am I supposed to like be someone who talks about this? I am like not tired of it yet, and I've actually hit a point where I'm more enjoyable every week. Yeah. And I'm not saying I wasn't early. It's just things are moving in the direction that you were telling me when you pitched the show. Yeah, it's weird.
Little buddy, they're going to keep moving.
I know. Wait, little buddy? Little buddy?
I need new things to call you every week.
Okay. Little buddy seems like
It's a little diminutive, isn't it?
A little bit.
Does it make you feel small?
Yeah.
What about Big Buddy?
No, it feels like you're making fun of me when you say that.
Right.
Yeah. I don't
little
know how,
buddy, you're my little buddy.
I think buddy's one of those terms where you're like, ugh, what? Hey, buddy.
My buddies are my friends
Okay.
that I care for.
Fun. I'm very Sawyer that way, though. You know.
Sawyer was fun this episode.
Okay, before we really, really get into it, I do want to pitch like one of my favorite lines from the episode. It was from Kate.
I bet I know exactly what it is then.
Should I go get a ruler?
They really were.
That's exactly what was happening.
Yeah.
That's exactly what was happening.
Jack says medium buddy. What about medium buddy?
Me, buddy. But it's like calling someone chief. You're like,
I've gotten into Ranger. Hey, Ranger. How does that make you feel?
truthfully,
I got it from the Iron Giant.
I would be confused if you walked in and said, "What's
Hey,
up?"
Ranger, how's it going? And it's like the shitty FBI guy calls Hogarth Hughes Ranger when he's trying to like appeal to him. Where's the robot? Do you know what I'm talking about?
In the Iron Giant?
Yeah.
No. You know the worst part?
Timeless film, The Iron Giant.
No, I loved that movie. You know what I really kind of associate Iron Giant with now? Have you seen Ready Player One?
No.
Oh, you did. Oh, that's a not nice face.
I read the book and I didn't like the book.
Oh, okay. I
But-
never read the book. The film was great, but they do
Really?
like a homage to that.
Oh, that's
so,
cool.
Yeah.
I know that was
Hey, I won't.
kind of all they did. Sorry.
I won't bring it up again. I'm sorry about that.
No, bring up whatever. But oh, gosh. Do we want to hit it and get right into it, or do you have something else to?
No. I wanted to talk to you about something first. If you can just indulge me for like 1 second, I wanted to ask you if you could hit the intro. We are flying to somewhere. Right now, my co-pilot just went out to the cart. She was gonna get a little vodka tonic. That's what she loves.
Like you've never met me in your life.
What
I
is
wouldn't be caught dead with a
gin and
vodka.
ton? Gin and tons. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So she ran out to get a gin and ton, and we are flying to. I wanted to say Minnesota, but we did Minnesota last week. We are flying to.
We're flying to Minnesota to the real Henry Gale's house.
The real hey, who lives at 815 Walnut Ridge.
He sure does.
Yeah, come on.
I
was
wrote that
super
down and I was
proud
like,
of that.
maybe he'll see it this time.
Yeah, we are flying to California to hit a funeral for a man that is not dead.
Wow, we're gonna go to Anthony Cooper's
Yeah.
shitty funeral.
Let's not throw all Anthony's under the bus. I feel like that's important.
I'll throw Anthony Cooper.
Oh,
But Anthony DeFelice is my medium buddy.
medium buddy. Medium buddy's fine, right? I'm not
That
tall.
was Jack's idea. Yeah.
Yeah, medium's fine. I'm good with that. So we're going to this funeral for a man who is not dead, and then I am going to duck out of the funeral real quick. There's a safety deposit box.
Oh, you're gonna hit that before lock can?
Well, you know, I'm going to sneak in before anybody else gets there.
That's smart.
Yeah, okay. Just for the heads up, our pilot is back. You can take us there.
All right. All right. Well, thank you for joining us on this flight to LA for Flight 815. I'm Shelby.
I'm Anthony.
And today we're talking about the 17th episode of Season 2, Lockdown, which is also the 42nd produced hour of Lost.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was kind of a big numbers episode, too.
Exactly. Which means I think it's on purpose, but I think everything's on purpose and probably a lot of it is not.
Yeah.
But it was the 42nd hour, which is, it seems...
important.
Yeah, exactly. And in it, we have flashbacks that are kind of, and I'm sorry for this, almost nothing burger. It is Anthony Cooper showing back up to do some bullshit, and Locke's going to ruin his life over it again. We've done this before. It's fine. It's fine. I'm happy to see Katie Sagal playing Helen again. I'm happy to see dude who plays Anthony Cooper, who I've never seen in anything else. I had his name and I forgot it.
Yeah, you sound like me a little bit.
Yeah.
Doing the nothing burger.
Kevin Teague. It's nice to see him doing Anthony Cooper again. That's a role he's really good in, but the flashbacks are nothing. However, Island Side is where shit's really happening. Locke, let's not even start there. Jack cons the con man in a game of poker and wins, access to and possession of all of the medicine that Sawyer's been hoarding, which was pretty baller for him. And meanwhile, Locke is trapped in a saw trap in the hatch with the door piercing his leg and alarms going off, and he doesn't know how to get to the button, and he has to rely on Henry Gale to help him get the button pressed and get out of this situation. He doesn't really trust Henry, so it makes it really interesting. Although by the end of it, he does trust Henry. Meanwhile, Saeed, Ana Lucia, and Charlie are still out there looking for that dang balloon, and wouldn't you know it? It's right there, right where he said it was. Big old balloon, smiley face on it. Burial site, grave, right next to it. Looks like he was telling the truth, except Saeed dug that shit up, and it was a man named Henry Gale. It was not Henry Gale's wife. It was the real Henry Gale. And so he comes back and throws his dick around, and it's like, I know you're lying.
Yeah.
And that's what you missed on Glee.
I was going to say, that's what you missed on Glee. Yeah.
Exactly.
So I kind of did the same thing. I was like, nothing burger. And I did not come in thinking that. Because I
For the flashbacks. The island stuff I thought was really cool and exciting things were happening. But the flashbacks, I actually went into this episode thinking, and I talked to Levi the other night, and I was like, we're watching Lockdown next, and either of those flashbacks are this happening to Locke or that happening to Locke. And I can't remember which one, but they're both good, so it'll be good. And it was neither. It was a flashback that I had forgotten about because it was kind of boring.
Yeah, so forgettable.
Yeah.
And I always kind of use the Super Troopers, right? And it's like, I'm already pulled over. I can't pull over any further.
Yeah.
We've already done this.
Exactly.
What are we doing?
We've seen how Anthony Cooper does.
He stinks, right? And here's the thing. Locke is look, I think as any child would want their father's affection.
Sure.
He is putting his entire life at jeopardy because he wants his father's affection. He's losing Helen because of Anthony Cooper. We've done this, right? Have we not done this before? Well, we get it.
We did this fully.
We're already pulled over.
And frankly, and I am John Locke's, #1 fan, but we did this already in another kind of, I'm John Locke's #1 dick rider, and we did this already.
Clip. It's going to be a 2-second clip right there. I'm not even going to give context. It's just going to be that.
I am. Look at him. Yeah, so I love Locke, but the other episode that is kind of the same deal where Locke is like showing up in Anthony Cooper's house and stuff, and Anthony's like, pick him or me. Also kind of those flashbacks, despite really good acting in them, felt a little bit, okay, we get it. And so we're doing it again, and it's fine. It's fine. I'll put up with it for all the...
It is fine. It's, again, we're already pulled over. Can't pull over any further.
Nope.
But the worst part was, like what you said, there was so much cool stuff going on the island. Like...
So every flashback, I was kind of like, okay.
And here's the thing.
Back to business.
One thing that I have learned from watching the show is whenever I get upset about the flashbacks, they've always proved me wrong. Every single time. Yeah. Like they keep just, this was additive. This was additive. In the moment, it's not really. it's going to be hard for this one to get there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because is the money issue going to show up again? Is it a temptation thing with Locke? Like he couldn't turn down the money, he still did it. Is it the affection thing?
It's not at all the money. I do think it's 100% like his daddy issues.
Yeah,
like
we already did that.
I know, but
you know?
listen, Locke's gonna keep doing it.
So that's where I landed, and I was thinking, is what we're doing, because I'm looking through this through a different lens. Is what we're doing now the loss of Helen? Is it the proposal? Is it the love of his life getting away?
Yeah.
Because he can't get out of his own way, right. And is that going to come back in later? Is Locke going to be his own worst enemy at some point? Because that seems to be what he's doing with Helen. You're doing the look.
I'm jimming a little bit.
you're halpering
a little.
Yeah.
Just with my viewers who know.
Because I was trying to figure out like what's the point, and I felt like I thought it was Anthony Cooper. I feel like it's Helen.
It is.
It's Helen. That's what we're learning.
I'll tell you right now. This is Katie Seagal's last episode of Lost.
That's a bummer.
He let her go. He said, "I picked my daddy."
He's done it several times. I mean,
I think it's last. She might show up again, but if she does, it's not huge, you know?
Yeah, I mean, the 200 grand's tough to turn down, especially if he's in the path, en route to propose.
Right.
That's the money to start his new life without Anthony Cooper. Mm-hmm. I guess I do understand that a little bit, you know?
I mean, he's getting ready to start his new chapter of his life with Helen. They've been living together for a while, but now he's getting ready to propose. By the way, he chooses the worst possible time to get on that knee. I said, girl, go home and call her in a couple days. Give it a minute. Let it rest.
Explain yourself for a second before you get on a knee.
This is going to end bad for you, my friend.
In the hotel parking lot where
I know. And Anthony's getting into a fucking taxi 20 feet away. No, not here.
Yeah, I know. In the middle of that, I was thinking like, oh man, he just lost the love of his life and his father in the same. They both drove off in the parking lot.
Right.
Oh, that's so tough. Really, all I could think about was like, you don't have enough sense not to propose now. That's not on them. That's on Locke. I mean, understand the situation.
Yeah.
That's not on them.
And he also had the opportunity to come completely clean with Helen earlier when the guys, nondescript mafia guys showed up and were like, "You heard from Anthony Cooper lately? I heard he might be around." And
that's pretty good.
Okay.
that's what Italian people do.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
My Italian expert. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, they just
and then they left and Helen was like, "Did you actually know what they were talking about? Were you lying to them?" And he said, "No." Girl,
scared.
tell her the truth right then. Just say what's up. But he didn't, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like you were learning a lot about Locke and his decision making, even though he is like one of the people that you look for as like the old sage, right? He's always got all this advice and all these things, but like this flashback in this episode specifically is like saying he's super flawed too. And a lot of his decisions don't make sense. He reacts just as emotionally as everybody else.
Yeah. And these flashbacks are really punished Locke. Like he's in a pretty pathetic situation of his own making, honestly. Like
of his own making.
Yeah.
That's the fascinating part.
He's going to keep capitulating to whatever Anthony Cooper shows up and asks of him until it ruins him. And he's done it over and over again. And he did it this time, and it ruined Helen and his relationship. And
can I ask you like a very like granular question?
Yes.
Is Locke learning the lesson through these flashbacks that like people are who they are? And they really don't kind of like, he knew exactly what his dad was going to do. Mm-hmm. He knew exactly what the repercussions were when with Helen, when he did this. Like, is he learning people don't change? Or, I'm trying to figure out like the lesson. What's the lesson?
Yeah, I think a big difference. I think the point of these flashbacks being paired up with this island story is Anthony Cooper showed up Locke trusted him and lost everything he cared about by trusting him in that time. And in this episode, he is kind of forced into a situation where he has to trust Henry Gale, and the opposite happens, sort of.
Yeah.
And then the end happens, and his whole world be shaken a little bit. But the opposite happens in that there are several moments where he's like, oh, he's gone. He made a break for it. Which, frankly, regardless of who Henry Gale is, yeah, you're cut loose. Get the fuck out of there. They've been keeping you in here. They've been beating the piss out of you. They've been having pissing contests in front of you in the case of Jack and Locke. Like, yeah, get out of there. But he doesn't. He goes in, he puts the numbers in, and he helps Locke out. And he is even like, did you think I was going to leave you here? Nah, don't be crazy. And so he kind of, that sort of dichotomy of trusting someone and getting shit on for it, and then trusting someone and it shaking out as it should when you trust someone, I think is what was important.
Okay.
And he's just in a different place now.
Yeah. I mean, okay, that helps a lot because I'm trying to figure out, what we're doing. And also, like, as you were talking, I've actually kind of come up with a different theory.
Tell me.
If Henry Gale is innocent, he would have got out of there. Why would he stay? Like, why would anyone? He had a chance, and I feel I'm just trying to put myself in the shoes of someone like that.
Sure.
What does he owe to Locke? Let's operate under the assumption that he is just a wonderful man and he super cares about everyone. And Locke let him out. No, if I'm innocent, dog, I'm out of there. No matter what what do you do for him? Really, I'm gone. It makes me think Henry Gale might be on the bad side because he stayed in there.
Okay.
That's good. That's
well,
good.
I think I'm following what you mean. I guess it's the right thing to do to stay, given that Locke is bleeding out on the floor.
And that's definitely the initial thought that I had.
Yeah.
Not in this situation. I'd be out.
You'd be out of there.
Well,
what does he gain by staying if he is a bad guy? He continues to be held by their enemies?
He's trying to break within. I don't know. There's something nefarious going on. That's why he's there in the first place.
It is a good way to earn Locke's trust. And it completely, if Saeed hadn't shown up right then, Locke would have been like, we got to build him a little shelter at the caves now. This is my best friend.
And it still matters.
We were touching tenderly when I was under the door, and I trust him completely now.
Because there's going to be an episode that's happened soon that everyone's on the other side because he did lie about who he was and who the ID was or whatever. Yeah. And Locke is going to be on his side. That's earning trust. Mm-hmm. He could be halfway to Desmond right now. Uh-huh. Why would you not just go halfway to Desmond? The risk is not worth the reward unless the reward is breaking them down from within, unless he's trying to infiltrate whatever they're doing, unless this station is that important and the others are upset that they have control of the station and they need somebody inside. Interesting.
Maybe. Who could say?
I'm just saying it's curious.
It's interesting.
It's curious that he stayed.
I have a question.
Okay. Sorry.
No.
I'm talking a lot.
Don't. Please. Talk all you want. Do you think that Locke is a man of his word in that if he promises something to you, do you think that he will follow up on that?
Yes. I think if it's a black and white answer, then yes.
He promised Ben protection. He promised Henry protection in this episode.
Yeah, so he's going to follow through on that later.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think you're right about him earning that trust is what's important. And
I just feel like earning that trust is less important if you can escape. You don't need trust if you are free.
If you can just get the hell out of there.
Kind of what I was thinking. His trust matters not at all if you can get somewhere else. That's all I was thinking.
Yeah. Let's talk about who's buying a house in LA.
Do we know who that is? I missed it.
Locke is providing escrow services. He's like inspecting.
Yeah, he's a home
house
inspector.
For. Oh wow. No. Listeners, he forgot. Anthony forgot. Anthony forgot all about his former favorite character, Nadia.
That's Nadia?
That was bully Nadia.
Oh, that infuriates me. Oh, that infuriates me.
And she's single.
That infuriates me. We just did a thing
Yeah, we were
before
just
we
talking
started
about her.
about me being racist, which I'm not. So I didn't want to make any assumptions. Gosh darn it. That infuriates me. No, I'm going to pivot. I'm going to actually distract the audience from what we're talking about. Are we going to talk about the wig or what? You know, we can do the wig thing now or what? Yeah, I know. I can't believe I missed that. I did. I missed it. I just straight up missed it.
I'm sorry. That got me. All of that got me.
No, but like...
Yeah, it was Nadia.
No, that's a bummer. That is, there's no way around it.
Some time ago, more than 4 years ago, but other than that, we don't really know. Not probably much more than 4 years ago. She was buying a house in LA.
I missed it.
I wonder if she's still there.
Okay. Are you going to give me a little grace that there are like a million characters
There
who
are.
pop in once every like 10 episodes and it's hard for me to keep
Yeah.
up sometimes?
There's about to be a lot more, too.
Yeah.
You're coming soon, so.
And I know, like, I'm in this like weird little like limbo where I pause on the most random things ever. And like I said, I found out that the 815 Walnut Drive,
Yeah, and that's a good.
Walnut Ridge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm pausing on the wrong things and I'm missing very obvious stuff that's hitting me in the face. Nadia, I'm sorry. Sorry. I just,
Sorry. You guys had a conversation on Instagram, too.
there's
You should
nothing.
message her again and be like, hey, I didn't recognize you this episode. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just apologize in person.
I know that you're listening. Thank you for being a listener. I am so sorry. I just, I'm so sorry.
Oh, my goodness. Do we want to talk about the wig? Do we want to talk about Anthony's ugly car? Do we want to talk about...
Yeah, I mean, you can't beat the dead horse more than it's already been
Right.
beaten. The wigs are miserable. His makeup was
It
just
was a
a
little better
disaster.
this time, but yeah, you're right.
We get it. It's awful. So, I mean, there's nothing really else there that I need.
Can we talk about my favorite aura farming moment, our new favorite buzzword of the episode this time?
Yeah.
It's when the end of the poker game, and Sawyer's like, yeah, I'll get you the medicine. Why didn't you just ask for the guns? And Jack turns around and honestly chews, eats, swallows all of the rest, goes, when I need the guns, I'll get the guns.
They're so good.
I said, suddenly I'm Team Jack forever.
I literally wrote Team Jack owns him. That's
He
it.
does.
That's it.
I had a similar note that was like, he's whooping Sawyer's ass. Or
I know. And it's
something
like,
that.
saying he owns him
Yeah.
is like not enough. Like
Yeah.
that is
I put Jack eating Sawyer up this episode.
you
He was.
you understand the dynamic now.
Yeah.
That's you really put someone in their place
Yeah.
when he said that. That was
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
I'll show you who Big Daddy is on this beach, and it's not you as much as you think it is.
This is gonna make people sick.
Oh.
I am Team Jack. After that. After that.
Sawyer's been
The worst.
fucking around
The
for
worst.
like a dozen episodes now. It's easy to get sick of him. I liked Locke riding his exercise bike and listening to funky soul jazz. That was really cool.
Oh, is that the genre?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
is what I would call it.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if I didn't know if I was missing that.
Something
But like
really groovy.
so I thought something was happening inside of the record. That's what I thought. I thought there was going to be a secret hidden message inside of the
That
record.
set off the alarm or whatever.
Well,
that
he-
started the thing.
Well, when he initially heard it, he heard like a voice.
Yeah.
And I thought it was coming from the record.
I see.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if it was over top of it or if something else, but yeah. I thought it was the record that was saying that. And he was like making a discovery that this record has
Yeah.
answers. But yeah.
It was for sure some kind of lockdown protocol. Roll credits. But why would that be in place? perhaps most importantly, what is that black light map on the back of the blast door that Locke only got to see for a few seconds?
It's in place because there was a supply drop. That's what that is. The end scene.
The same time as when they dropped the
that's
pallet.
a supply drop. And then I think Desmond, after so long, was trying to figure out like where he was at, why the supply drop was there.
Right.
And he was doing
the map has to do with the supply drop too, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Cool. Interesting.
Yeah, because I mean, okay, so yeah, my thought was like it's in the middle of the station and where Saeed, Ana Lucia, and Charlie are. Yeah, and
It's a map to the balloon.
Yeah, no. The timing of that is a supply drop. That's how they let them know because they cannot leave.
Yeah.
They cannot leave the station during a supply drop. And he was like, Desmond was concerned why he couldn't leave.
Yeah.
So he did it a few times, and he starts working on the map.
Yeah. And they can't go outside during the supply drop because they'll see the helicopter or plane or whatever.
Exactly.
The case may be that dropped it.
Exactly.
I see. I'm with it.
Yeah. And so he's only doing that from what he can gather once he goes outside. But now we have people who have other people outside who can see where the supply drop is. That's what I think. Yeah, there's food. It's a supply drop, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. That makes sense.
Okay.
And it's crazy that we got a supply drop. If we want to talk about that.
Well,
Do you have any thoughts about the supply drop?
I've been saying Dharma's on the island. I've been saying that. Dharma's on the island.
They just had a bunch of more food dropped off, so maybe Hurley can stop hoarding it in the jungle now that we've got a bunch again.
But does that kind of go into people can become one of the others? Or become, I keep saying the others.
And you are operating under the assumption that the others are Dharma, right?
Yes, and I was literally I'm thinking like maybe the others aren't Dharma. Now I'm thinking you can become Dharma.
Yeah.
Or you can become the others who are defying Dharma.
Okay.
So there's like two different factions of people.
Yeah.
There's like Dharma people who are running the stations, and then there are the others who are like fighting that. And the more so now I'm thinking.
So what are just to ask you another question that you may not have thoughts on yet, what would the others' goals be in fighting Dharma and opposing the station experiments and stuff like that?
Well, to get off the island, probably.
Okay.
I guess I hadn't really thought about that. It made sense to me why
It does make sense.
why the others are fighting the full frontals.
Yeah.
That they are fighting the full frontals because the full frontals are exploring the island
In
too
their
much.
house.
Yeah, well, they're like giving up their spot. You know, you're blowing up everything that we've worked for, and we are in the middle of this like big war against Dharma because we're trying to get out of here.
MC Gainey's still yet unnamed character when they had that meeting in the jungle was like, this is the line. And you guys can stay in your space, but don't keep fucking around on our side of the island.
Yeah.
And that's pretty serious. So I think that makes a lot of sense.
Okay. That's kind of where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Oh, there might be 3 factions now.
The full frontals, Dharma, and the others.
Yeah, kind of.
And Rousseau.
And
Faction of one.
yeah, faction of one.
And whatever the fuck Desmond's doing.
Sign me up again.
You're right. I miss him.
We talked about side episodes. What's going on with him?
He's coming back. He's coming back so soon. I loved Helen slapping the piss out of Anthony Cooper.
Just anything that Helen was in.
She's cool.
Yeah, she's cool.
And she and Locke were cute up until it all shattered. I thought they were really sweet.
I actually wrote down like Helen is a rock.
Absolutely.
Because like, you know, she has like seen him through some of his darkest days and really committed to him.
Yeah.
And that takes a lot more strength than what Locke showed. Yeah, I'm a Team Helen. I get it, girl. Get out of there.
Yeah.
Get out of there.
Can you show me the face you made when the door pierced Locke's leg? Yeah. Mine was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Really, it was like, here's the real face. when they pierced Locke's leg, here was my face.
Aw. Don't say that.
Oh, you can't walk again.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Revisiting that
There
old
you
well. No.
Henry Gale memorized those numbers pretty fast.
He's amazing. He's amazing.
Said, yeah, 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. Got it. On my way.
I don't know what my question is. Like, if what happened in the episode is true, he rocks.
He rocks how?
Because he committed to helping.
Yeah.
Did he already know? I mean, he said it really fast. He didn't even ask for like confirmation of what he said. There is part of me that thought like he already knew the numbers.
Maybe he's just an AP student. Quick with memorization. Good test taker.
Okay, well, if we keep going by this logic, he's amazing at everything because he was rich and he was manipulated.
He's my Mary Sue.
This guy's amazing at everything. We never have to question anything he does. I think there was something nefarious going on the other side. He knew the numbers is where I stand right now. Mm-hmm. But he came back. And I'm not really entirely sure why he came back.
To help Locke. Did you really think I was just going to leave you?
Yeah, he was good for that. Yeah. Yeah.
It was nice of him.
Here's the thing, like...
He brought him a towel to put under his head.
I've watched...
It was cute.
It was.
He was petting his shoulder. I said, y'all,
it was
calm down.
Cute. It was
ABC.
cute. I have watched this show enough that I was rooting for Henry Gale for most of the episode. That tells me that I should not be rooting for him. That's like the one thing I've kind of learned. Like, whenever you think you're onto something, you're never onto anything. You know?
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, right, because here's the, like, no questions about it. This guy rocks. He did exactly what you think somebody on the island needs to be doing. I think I counted, he said sorry like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And
very polite.
He's doing everything that I love. Mm-hmm. That makes me think something's off. So, like, he might not be who I think he is because he is giving me the expectation that I want. I'm expecting something different from him.
Yeah.
So I'm coming up with all these little theories that Henry Gale is up to something.
Maybe. I will say that Locke was the far the kindest person to him. The person who treated him most like a human while he was imprisoned in the hat. Like, he brought him a book. He talked to him a little bit, you know. And yes, Henry was very much like stirring the pot during a lot of that. But
I think that was like
Locke has been kind to him, and it could have just been that he's trying to repay that kindness.
Yeah, that was one of my first notes. He said, maybe you should go get Jack.
I know.
I was like,
my Shayla. He's being awful.
Hey,
what a messy bitch.
Medium buddy. That's not good. You can't do that.
I put, quote from Henry, why do you let him talk to you like that?
It's
this home wrecker.
It's really good. It's so...
He's acting up, yeah.
I don't know. Mm-hmm. I cannot stress you enough that I do not know what to think about Henry Gale at this point. I have had 500 thoughts, and half of them gone one way, half of them have gone the other way.
Right.
I have no clue what this guy is doing. You could
That's why the Henry Gale arc is so fun.
It's so, you could talk me into, he's just like amazing, really kind. He never leaves anyone who trusts him. You could talk me into that he stayed because there's something else going on. You could talk me into almost any theory right now with him. It's unbelievable.
Maybe he's just a nice boy with big eyes.
I don't think he's a nice boy.
And some sort of complex.
I don't think he's a nice boy.
There's certainly something wrong with him.
Yeah,
but...
he could be innocent. I don't think he's a nice boy.
We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know where those two things marry, but I don't think he's a nice boy.
Yeah. Did Sawyer really drop out of the 9th grade?
He's not stupid.
He's not, but education is
kinda
not
stupid.
equal in intelligence. He's a little.
He's kind of stupid.
He knew where Phuket was.
Yeah. Well, that's yeah. Okay.
Just geography. I took some nasty notes that I cannot say. Great acting from my friends Terry and Michael just throughout. I have that note. Terry O'Quinn and Michael Emerson. I loved Locke like screaming himself hoarse during the bit where Henry was going for the computer to put the numbers in and like fell and hit his head and passed out for a minute and then left again to go do it, and he could hear the count and he was Henry. I said, good job.
Yeah. It was good. I guess I thought like during that entire sequence, like I thought Terry O'Quinn kind of shined when he gave up. Yeah. And he was just like, we're doing this again. Especially because I had the context of the flashbacks.
Yeah.
He had so many people in his life who had disappointed him before. Mm-hmm. I was like, him putting his...
He's going to disappoint me too.
Yeah, him putting his head down, I felt like really impactful for me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know why. You know, because like he definitely does put his faith in people a little bit. But it's so contradictory to him needing to be in charge and why Henry Gale has like got under his skin so bad.
Oh yeah.
Because he feels like he needs to be control of everything. And then all of a sudden when Locke loses control, he gives up. That's interesting. Like, I'll watch that.
It's very interesting. It's all pretty crazy. I love Lost. I love Lost. I love Lost. What about Jack lying about the plumbing to Kate to keep her out of the hatch? All of that was hilarious to me. If you'll just let me monologue for 2 seconds.
Come on.
It's all funny. They go out there. Kate is being flirty with Jack. She is kind of like, and I don't think that this was the intention, but she is kind of like, she's been up Sawyer's ass a little bit. Then Sawyer disappointed her and she's kind of been floating around. She's making up with Sawyer a little bit at the beginning of this episode. Obviously, they're playing poker together. Jack shows up, creams Sawyer silly at poker. Kate follows him. She's like, I know who Big Dog is now. I know who I'm after at this episode. No more Sawyer for me. Hey, Jack. I'll come with you to the hatch. I need a shower. I need to get naked and get in the shower. And Jack's like, oh, can't use a shower. It's fucked up. It's nasty. Sorry. Bye. And she's like, oh, well, whatever. You know, and she's still kind of acting like she's going to follow him. So he's like, I'll walk you back to the beach because you're not going to the hatch. And then they go and they see the paradrop and they meet up with Team Cold-Blooded Killers. And they go back
Team CBK.
Yes. And they go back to the hatch. And Kate doesn't really say anything, but it is just hilarious to me that they're all in there. The focus is on Henry. And Kate must be standing there like, who the hell is this guy? Because everyone else knows except for her. And she's like, oh, who's this Joker? What are we talking about?
Oh, dude.
Who's this bleeding, sluttily dressed rat man in the hatch?
She is so desperate to get involved. Like, yeah, okay. So.
And that makes sense to me because she was super involved at the beginning in everything all the time. And lately, Jack's been freezing her out a little bit. Which he has his own personal reasons for, and I'm not saying those reasons are right or wrong, but I get why she is trying to butt into everything now because she has been included until, 6 or 8 episodes ago.
Yeah, I was going to say good on Jack. Freeze her out. Get her out of here.
You are Team Jack now at the expense.
No. If I have to choose between Jack or Kate, I'm definitely going to pick Kate, but she do be getting nosy because you said
she's nosy and she's a snitch, but I do love her and her 2 tank tops.
Why have one when you can have 2?
Right, exactly.
I thought she was getting involved because she was curious about what was going on in the hatch.
Part for sure, but the issue is that she has been involved in all of these big things that are happening, and now there's a guy on the hatch. And they're keeping him prisoner there, and they are investigating his identity out in the jungle, and no one invited me, the tracker, everyone's best friend, Kate Austin, who's always on every mission. Yeah, I get why she's feeling some kind of way.
Yeah.
And especially it does feel like Ana Lucia's kind of usurping her in that role of HBIC,
Yeah.
HBICOI head bitch in charge on Island.
Oh, okay. I was like, I knew where you were at to start that. I
I
didn't
started
know.
adding more letters. So yeah, I get it.
So you think she was like kind of flirting with Jack to
Yeah.
Oh, see, I thought she was flirting with him just because she wanted to.
Well, that too. I think she does very much want him, but it's also, I'll go back to the hatch for a shower. She's sly. She's always been sly.
Yeah. Gosh, I don't
see what you've been. I'll see why everyone's been taking my button shifts, and I haven't been able to go down there lately.
Yeah.
You have to think about the implications. Like
Henry's
Henry's down there, and they're keeping him there, and it's his person of interest character.
Give me your hand. Sorry.
Henry's down there, and so they're having to keep Kate and others who don't know about it out there. So I guess the button shifts are just coming down to Jack and Locke, and maybe Echo, Charlie, Ana Lucia, those other people that happen to know that Henry's down there. And Kate must be like, I was supposed to be on the button from noon until 5 today. What happened?
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, sorry. I was thinking when you said the implications.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Always Sunny.
Oh, yeah. I
Sorry.
love Always Sunny.
I didn't mean to.
The implications.
You keep saying that phrase. I think I understand. She has like so much influence and power over like Jack. She's got to take advantage of that. But it's not because that she's interested in Jack. It's because she needs to be like in the loop. And we just talked about the loop with Hurley,
who's also feeling out of the loop. He also used to be Johnny on the spot. He's coming on every little outing. And lately he hasn't been, but he did know all about the Saeed and Ana Lucia and Charlie team up, which I thought was funny that he says that. And then he's like, and I don't know anything.
There is a loop though.
Yeah.
There are the mains. And so I do understand like him trying to get involved with the loop. Kate using leverage. Like, you got to do it, though. You got to do what you got to do. Yeah.
She's like, I'm getting in there one way or another. And you know what? She did.
Okay. So can I ask you this question? What team is she going to be on once she finds out what's been going on?
Who could say? I don't know.
I feel like she has more empathy than I have given her in the past.
I love Kate, but I understand why Kate grates on people who watch the show. And a lot of that has to do, I think, with the love triangle that is, a product of this type of television. And of course, and of course, so people who feel loyal to Sawyer will feel one kind of way about her. And people who feel loyal to Jack will feel one kind of way about her. And it kind of stops being about Kate and whether or not she's good. I think she's a fantastic character and a fantastic, especially like female lead for a show. She's a beautiful young woman who is also selfish and secretive and sly and conniving. But she is still like a heroic character. And I love that about her.
Yeah. I think I agree with you entirely. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, that's kind of like, I think sometimes when I get upset with her maybe using the shower to seduce Jack, I'm like, you are your own character. You don't need to just get involved. Like, you need to be involved in this decision as much as anybody else, especially now because Locke and Jack are going through all of this. They need a third party. And Saeed is going through his own stuff.
Yeah, very much.
She might be more needed right now to be the voice of reason than she's ever been so far. She's definitely being nosy. She's definitely trying to get involved, and she's using her sexuality maybe to get involved.
For sure.
But you got to get involved. Like, I understand, like, maybe the power dynamic there, but, like, I agree with you. Like, I want to be able to fight her character being central to her romantic interest.
Right.
Because she's got her own thing, and she's making a lot of decisions. She is more capable than a lot of people. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of, I was like, you're being nosy, but it's fine with me, dog. It's fine with me. Get in there.
Somebody needs to be nosy. No one tells anybody anything.
Because here's the thing. Locke is about to start making more emotional decisions than he has ever made.
That's true.
He needs somebody there, and I think she's going to pick Locke. I think she's going to pick Locke.
It's interesting. We'll see.
I think she trusts Locke more than she trusts her attraction to Jack.
Maybe.
Does that make sense?
I guess we'll find out. I do think you're making sense, but
It's bad.
no, just I can't be like, yep, she's gonna go with Locke.
Yeah,
Or, nope,
yeah.
you're wrong. She's going with Jack. Like,
Okay, but we're still committed to there's going to be like a
some
team.
kind of X-Men schism is
Yeah.
gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah, a choice.
Something.
Okay.
Something crazy. Jack says Kate is the epitome of I support women's rights and women's wrongs. Yeah. Absolutely.
Sorry, it took me a second. Yeah.
Oh, Anthony.
No, I've never heard the support women's wrongs before, but
You should. You
Okay.
should maybe be supporting women's wrongs.
then tell me
Just maybe if you're like,
more
ally.
tell me more about it.
Just watch the things that Kate does, like blowing things up and hurting people and causing car accidents and all that. Go, yeah, good
So
for her.
I have to support her?
Herstory. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm joking, but
Okay.
but I love Kate even.
I was like, I don't know if I can support that.
No, I love Kate even when she's doing horrible things.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I've given this speech 100 times. I'm not going to give a shit about a character if they don't do horrible things every now and then.
Well, I feel like she is one of those characters where I'm really kind of in the middle all the time. Mm-hmm. I've leaned one way on Jack for sure. I've leaned one way, probably the wrong way on Sawyer, but I feel like a lot of these characters are right in the middle where I'm going to dislike them no matter what. Like the gender does not matter. It's just they're doing
It's because they
the
feel
wrong
like real
thing.
people. They will
Yes.
do, selfish, shitty things every once in a while, even if most of the time they are a good guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what makes the characters on Lost so real.
except for Hurley, hopefully.
Hurley would never do anything wrong.
Okay. All right. I'm just kind of
Hurley's the people's princess.
I'm trying
He's
to
gonna
get-
be just fine.
I'm trying to confirm. We need one
He
person
has
like
been.
that.
I mean, he has been hoarding food and keeping that a secret from people when most people are like eating mangoes and fish. Maybe not the best.
I mean, he's dipping his mangoes in fish and ranch.
Yeah.
You know, that's all we really know. He had that big tub of ranch.
Big tub of shelf-stable ranch.
But there was just a big, there's a big food drop. So there's more
Yeah.
food now.
I have a note also that says it's very funny that Sawyer is flirting heavily with Jack to get him to play poker while Locke is stuck in a saw trap in that.
Literally dying.
Literally like bleeding out on the floor.
Dying.
And Sawyer's like, oh, you better play poker with me, Doc.
That's pretty good, actually.
I've been working on it. I've been working on my Henry too, but we're not ready yet. All of these notes are terrible. They should stop letting me watch TV.
I will say, Tallahassee took a little bit of a ricochet shot
What do you mean?
when they were talking about it wasn't penicillin.
Oh, about
Yeah,
his
amoxicillin,
STD treatment.
He's like, sometimes it burns. It's not from the sun. He was talking about Tallahassee. I was like,
Talking about getting chlamydia in Tallahassee.
I was like,
Cool,
yeah,
Sawyer.
yikes.
That's so cool.
The people in Tallahassee are probably like, what the hell?
It's just awful. Do you even know what amoxicillin is? Yes. I've had dick rot before. Okay, man. Sure.
I've been to Tallahassee, and I was like, I think there's a lot of people who live there. They probably
Yeah.
are not real pumped about that joke.
Crazy. One of my favorite episodes of the show in season 3 is called The Man from Tallahassee. And I think you'll like it.
Because it's a Sawyer episode.
Who could say?
Darn. That might need to be like the new face of our podcast. It's who could say.
I'd say it too much now. I need to dial back. How many episodes do we have until the finale? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. Yeah, 5 and then finale. So 6 episodes total, counting the finale 2-part episode as 1, which I assume we'll do. We should do.
Okay.
We're close. We'll be done with season 2 by like February.
So where are we at death-wise? Shannon?
There's more coming this season.
Okay.
There's a little bit more coming this season for sure.
I'm trying to figure out like was Boone season
Boone
2?
was season 1.
Okay. So Shannon?
Shannon was season 2.
That's it.
That's the only, Shannon's been our only major death this season. But there will be, I'll tell you this, there are 2 coming pretty soon before the finale.
Okay. Ooh.
Who could say who they are?
Are there mains?
Pretty damn.
Okay. All right. Well, that's kind of interesting because now we're like getting into the weeds a little bit. Like this episode seemed like, all right, let's build what the next episode is. Mm-hmm. So whenever I see an episode where there's too many flashbacks that I don't love, I'm really looking forward to the next episode because I know we're really getting into it. I don't think that I can pick anybody who's going to die.
Right. No guesses? That's what our listeners are here for.
Who's going to die in the next 4, what'd you say, 5 episodes?
We have 6 episodes left in the season.
Who's going to die in the next 6 episodes? Bernard.
Oh.
That's it. Just give me a second. I'll get there.
We could get sued for that probably. I didn't think about it.
No.
I'm sorry to Jeopardy. I'm sorry to Alex Trebek, actually.
You talked me into Charlie dies.
Maybe.
Saeed's not.
I think
going
you
anywhere.
said that in our between season 1 and 2 episode.
Really, that he was going to die.
I think you said that your most likely candidates for death were Shannon, who has died, and Charlie.
So.
So
Sticking to those guns. All right. But like Saeed's not going anywhere. Jack's not going anywhere. Kate's not going anywhere. Claire's not going anywhere. Locke's not going anywhere.
some powerful clicks.
I'm not ready. I seriously, I can't. No, I can't.
I know. I guess we'll find out.
Ooh, you may take a stab out of left field.
Yeah.
Echo doesn't make it to season 3.
That would be sad. I don't know. Who could say?
Okay. All right.
I sounded like my Aunt Subo there for a second. Our next episode is Dave. Dave. D-A-V-E.
No, I know. I know
short often for David.
What am I being dumb?
No. What? No. The next episode's called Dave. And it's a Hurley episode.
Oh, jeez. I keep forgetting about it. Sorry.
Keep forgetting about what?
Nothing. Go ahead.
It's Dave and it's about Hurley. And then we'll have an episode called SOS about Rose and Bernard. Yay. And then we'll have an episode called Two for the Road about Ana Lucia. And then we'll have an episode called And it's about Mr. Echo. And then we'll have our penultimate episode. And I'm going to keep a lid on who that episode is flashbacking. And then we'll have the finale.
Someone dies in the Rose and Bernard episode.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what the spirits are telling you?
Yeah.
Is that what you're hearing in the whispers in the jungle?
They have been wrong. But yeah.
We'll see.
Okay.
Maybe. Do you have anything else you would like to talk about vis-a-vis Henry Gale or the poker game or
no, I just
Anthony Cooper?
No, I think it's like wildly important that Locke let Henry out.
Yeah.
Like, he would have died in there. Maybe. Or the button wouldn't have been pushed. Like, I know last episode I was talking about, like, he was Jack let Henry out to spite Locke. Mm-hmm. And then Locke lets him out. And I'm sure some of that was spiteful, but, like...
a lot of it was just, I need help.
Saved his life.
Yeah. Saved it, literally. And pushed the button when he really... and we've had a lot of drama this season about trying to get people to push the button and them going, why? Henry didn't do that. Henry was just like, all right, 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42, I'm on my way.
Because
Be right back.
because
I'll fall first and hurt myself, but then I'll be on my way.
he knew.
Maybe he knew, or maybe he's just good at remembering numbers.
Maybe. He is rich.
He's rich.
He knows everything.
You know numbers when you're rich, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been rich. Yeah, maybe.
No, I've nothing. I mean, as of right now, I love Henry Gale. Something is up. Something is up.
He's my favorite.
Yeah. He's going to do something bad,
Maybe.
I think.
He might do something bad, or he might just continue being a good little boy with big eyes and big dreams.
He buried someone, or he stole the identity of someone.
He did steal the identity of someone.
Yeah, which I feel like we barely talked about. Yeah, but yeah.
Who was the real Henry Gale?
The guy who lives on 815 Walnut Ridge.
Right.
Yeah. From Minnesota.
He was from Minnesota, yeah.
I mean, he memorized all of that.
He did.
Something's
And he
up.
had a perfect story. He knew where the balloon was.
I think the perfect story gets worse because it wasn't him.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
He had the perfect story that really, if Saeed wasn't kind of crazy, would have totally flown. You know what I mean? Saeed, truthfully, only dug that grave up because he's lost his mind a little bit.
100% lost his mind.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's a good bluff to call something.
Yeah.
Like, you don't think anybody's going to dig up the grave.
Right.
Yeah.
And Henry was counting on that, or, you know, the
Yeah.
dude in the hatch was counting on him digging that grave up, was counting on him not digging that grave up because he's just buried someone he loves. He's not going to disturb the supposed grave of my wife.
He don't know
No
Saeed.
one would. That's crazy.
He doesn't know
says,
Saeed.
I'm crazy. I'm going to dig that shit up. And there's going to be a man in there.
Yeah. And that's the identity you stole.
Yeah.
So here we go. Like, we start all the way back at the beginning.
Right.
All that, like the last 3 episodes. We're starting all over again.
Are they going to give him another shirt, do you think? Like, I know they just found out that he's lying.
Oh, he was thirst trapping.
He's thirst trapping, like
Yeah.
with his whole shoulder out and his torn up orange polo. Like, come on.
Go ahead.
Let's put a shirt on him.
Kate would love that. I mean, she's looking for a new boo. I mean, everyone's icing her out right now.
That's true.
She's open to the conversation, you know?
Maybe.
Jack's icing her out. Sawyer's a real heel turn right now.
Yeah. And Henry's like, I look like shit and I've got graying chest hair and an open wound in my shoulder. You want to get some? Sorry.
I don't know Kate's type. I don't know.
That's true.
She likes him broken. I will say that.
Wow. And if anybody's broken, Henry's had the piss beaten out of him and like fallen and gotten a concussion, had an arrow in the shoulder just in the past like 5 episodes. So he fits the bill.
Kate's going to rush into the hatch, see him, and then immediately start taking care of him.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he's going to be in his sleep. He's going to be muttering, I love her. Like Sawyer.
He's going to manipulate her relationship with the boys.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He's good at that.
Yeah, he's really good at that. That's what I'm saying. Like, as soon as he finds out that there's like a triangle, but also Locke trusts her the most, yeah, he's going to manipulate all of that.
I can't wait for you to see season 3 of Lost.
Come on. That's good. I'm on. Yeah.
That's crazy.
If you're going to do this, she is the key. Kate is the key.
Everybody loves her. Even the people who are not in love with her, like, love her. She's the one that Sun trusted to sit with her for the pregnancy test. She delivered Claire's freaking baby.
Yep.
She's always, you know, on the spot to help with whatever's going on. Like, everyone cares very deeply for her, I think.
Yeah. Kate is the key.
It's pretty crazy.
Take us home.
Let's land this plane. Welcome to sunny LA. I hear there's a very small, very awkward funeral at a little cemetery near here. So we're going to get you there in time to go stand around that bastard's coffin and spit or whatever you're going to do. I hope he's not really alive. That would be awkward. But there are going to be some mob guys at the funeral to make sure he's not alive. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Thank you so much for flying Flight 815. We've loved having you aboard. Be sure to give all of your trash to the flight attendants as they come around, and exit the plane in an orderly fashion. If you're trying to make it to a layover, turn left. If you need your bags, turn right outside of the fucked up little tunnel that we're going to go through when I land the plane. I kind of don't know what that's called. And then fly with us next week when we take flight again to talk about Dave.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.